Here we are, playing the Stanley Parable. Begin the game. Begin the game. Technically, misbehaving is a kind of behaving. It's true. I put the behaving in misbehaving. All right? Just like I put the romance in necromancy. Wait a minute. Hold on 1 second. Exactly. Necromancy. Exactly. Perfect. The type that vampires do. God damn. Come on, load faster. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, Stanley. I'm waiting for you. I'm desperate. I'm desperate for your love and attention. Give it to me. Give it to me, Stanley. Give it to me hard. Give it to me. Give me. Go and push that button. Push that button. Only say things when Valen's giant corkscrew member is displayed on the stream. Got it. Yeah, basically, yeah, you know. Basically. Speaking of which, a company have approached me again about... They've seen the review I did for Love Honey, and they saw the review that I did for Zahimi on YouTube, and they were like, hey, just reaching out, would you be interested in testing more masturbatory devices? And I was just like, maybe. Depends on the masturbatory device. What have you got in mind?
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Okay.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Tenga? Oh, yeah, I would love...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, I would love to review. In fact, you know what? I have a Tenga toy upstairs that I bought years ago that I could easily review. If people like seeing me do reviews of these things, then I'm more than happy to do so. Just put the links.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
This is Stanley called the story. Exactly, right? Exactly. Right, so we're just gonna follow the narrator this time. Alright? I don't think we've actually followed the narrator the whole way through, which is upsetting because he annoys me.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passively aggressive on other coworkers. Resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Let it ball up inside you. Using the slides to assure employee that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has slick blue graphic in the header and throw some bevel on all of the text. This will ensure a calm and productive working environment. If I owned a pleasure company like Love Honey, I would confuse customers by asking them to test out our latest product and then send them a kazoo. Which is fucking hilarious. Why can I not? Oh, I can. I can still enter to make sure that there's not an individual in there.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, we're following the instructions. We're following the instructions. We're following the instructions. Come on, Valen, you can do this. Executive bathroom. So this is the normal boss's office, which is different from... We've definitely been in a situation where there's been an alternate version.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Not an
Shocked,
indication.
unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who
Good Lord.
orchestrated this.
Who
What
could have
dark
orchestrated
secret
this?
was being held from him?
What dark
What he
secret?
could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his
Oh,
boss
God,
had
the
been keeping
keypad?
from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 284. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music. Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward
Shit.
into the opened passageway.
I'm glad that I feel calm and rejuvenated. Oh my god, you fucking adore this game. It is so well written. It is so well written. It is intense. I am shocked and surprised. Because I'd always heard of the Stanley Parable, but I'd never like played it. And I'd avoided it because people were saying that they would want me to play it at some stage, you know? Yeah, I know. Played through this and done the bits hundreds of times, but they still make me laugh. Good. That's a sign of a good game. That is the sign of a good game for sure. You know? We're doing what he tells us. Gotta remember, we're doing what he tells us. We're gonna start off good at this time, alright?
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
Oh.
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest.
Good Lord.
As though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
Who
This
knows?
question would not go unanswered for long.
Heaven forfend. Oh, hello. The lift broke.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
But it says escape. We went down the escapade, didn't we? We went down the... Yeah, we did go down the escapade. We haven't... I don't think we've actually been inside the mind control facility yet. Less than 5 minutes in advance, stopping, following the instructions by going too fast, right? I know. Pipes. Le peep. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come for mind control again. And the vain one said, "Let there be light." Let there be light. Oh, there we go.
The
There we go.
lights
There we
rose
go.
on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Ooh.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
That is the other place. That walkway is the walkway we came to before, and all of these screens have got like different employee numbers on them, and some of them have been fired. Okay, all right, okay, all right, okay. I did follow the instructions. Zoom, 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 zoom. Exactly right. This game is just complete mindfuck. Yeah, 100%. 100%. But that's what makes it so fun.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Good Lord.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And
Where's
Stanley,
427?
one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
There's one over there. What's that? Why is there code on that one? Oh, there's code on this one as well. What have we got? Oh, wait. 427. There we go. That's us. Let's have a look what it changes to. Oh, that's just an image of our desk. Okay. So it's not like an image of me. It's just an image of the desk. So we've got some charts, some sofa. That looks like a sofa at home. What the fuck? Change again. I've got things to look at. Come on. That's a red room. That looks like some kind of evil facility. Change. They've been fired. Red room, evil facility. Okay, so a lot of them are copy pastes. All right, okay. Some of that was a set of stairs. I would like to open this box, please. Something dirty joke about guy going too fast. So far, so good.
This
Press the
mind
button.
control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Yes. You were happy pushing a button for years.
No. He refused to believe it.
Did I?
He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's
Pirate?
control?
Pirate?
Never. It was unthinkable.
Remember
Wasn't
465,
it?
friends.
Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Remember 465. Thank you very much.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content.
Ooh.
Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Or...
Pander to my
Jesus
ego.
Christ.
Pander to it. Pander to it.
Hey Valen, remember, 465.
Oh, thank you. Behave? You say, but I mean, I could, or I could use these facilities to take over the world. Thank you very much, Dean, for the 100 little panderings and the reminder of the 465. That says house. Why is there a house button? What is this? I have many questions. 3. So that was the door I came in on. That is now canonically Brain. Try to take over the world, Pinky. Okay. So there's a number 4 up there. I'm assuming there is a code. Some description of code. To potentially open this flying saucer. Mind control status offline. All of the offline stuff. All of the offline. Okay. There's a door. 1, 2. There's a 5. What if we press the buttons? Is it Pinky? You're thinking what I'm thinking? Mind control idle. Awaiting input. Input! More input.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
What if we press the buttons? The red circle light was spicy. I want to press the buttons. Let's do them in order. One, two.
It's a raid. Flee! Flee!
Oh, good lord! Good lord! Ladies and gentlemen and all genders outside and in between, delve deep into your pits of popcorn. And come on, curtains, you can do it. Come on, oh my lordy, delve deep into your pits of popcorn and throw them at the raiders, throw them at these cheeky devils. Look at these people coming in here. Who do they think they are? The absolute preposterous nature of them all. Good lord, it's bloody Drongo. Look at that, a bloody Drongo, all up in our business, getting all close and personal. Getting all close and personal with us. Good lord, the preposterous nature of it all. Friends, oh my lordy. Hello, bloody Drongo. Hello, you exquisite human being, you. Welcome on in. Friends, if you do not know Bloody Drongo is like my wake up and chill out streamer. Bloody Drongo, the audacity, I tell you. The audacity. They are coming in here, getting all up in my business. Preposterous, I tell you, friend. Preposterous. Good to see you. Good to see you too, friend. Good to see you. I realize that it's probably really fucking late where you are, Bloody Drongo. So if you need to disappear off and grab some kind of beverage or snaffly treat, thank you so much for bringing your people over. What were you playing today? What were you playing today? Generally speaking, Bloody Drongo is like my go-to person when I'm just like chilling out in the morning, get myself a nice cup of tea, sat down, watching around, just like, oh, do you know what? I'll put on a bit of Bloody Drongo, playing one of the zombie games. I can never remember the names of the game. It's not 7 Days to Die. Project Zomboid? Project Zomboid? That one. Or one of the many varieties of other games that he plays. RimWorld and all that jazz. Beautiful beat. Glorious individual. Definitely keeps me company in the morning. Would strongly recommend all of those wonderful individuals from my channel. Go and click that cheeky little follow button for Bloody Drongo. Really just top notch. Mwah, beautiful individual. We love him very dearly. Friends, if you are new here, 2 things you need to know about this channel. 1, you're not allowed to apologize. Faux pas, individuals, faux pas. Instead of saying sorry, try saying thank you. Instead of saying sorry, I'm late, say thanks for waiting. Instead of saying sorry, I'm such a burden, say thanks for being there for me. It'll make you a much more positive individual. 2, if you're under the age of 18, I have to ask you to leave. I've got to ask you to leave, for I am a colossal filth wizard. I'm a sex educator. We talk about sex all the time. In fact, yesterday we spent like 3 hours talking about butt love. All right, so you have been officially warned. All right? Playing Stranded Alien Dawn today, worshipping bird deities and getting killed by alien bugs. Like in the same way that like Starship Troopers does. It's the bugs, man. Where's my little cigar? It's the bugs, man. You gotta understand it's the bugs. You gotta keep away though about that. Fucking bugs getting all up in my business. I don't even fucking know that. Come on now, literally, yes. Love that. Love that. That's what it's all about. Today we talked about a Sibian throne. Yeah, we talked about the idea of having a royal throne, but underneath it having the super powerful vibrator, the Sibian, so that when you're trying to decree something, you just, just for sheer shits and giggles, How is it though, Bloody Drongo? I know it's I believe it's to be a relatively new game that has come out relatively recently. But welcome on in, you exquisite beings. Welcome on in. Friends, we are playing the Stanley Parable for the first time. It's my first playthrough of the Stanley Parable. It's weird. And as you can see, I've dressed to impress. I've dressed specifically, so we're going into the office today. Going into the office to hand out hand in our notice, We've done a whole load of the endings already, but this time we're actually following the instructions of the narrator.
Oh, you followed me.
However,
Ooh, you little stalker.
Thank you very much for the follow, you exquisite being. I don't like to call people out just in case they are lurking, but welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Thanks very much for coming over. By the way, I also realized that Bloody Drongo streams from the other side of the world. If any of you need to disappear off and grab a beverage, grab some kind of snaffly treat, go do your things. Do you know what I mean? Your life must always come first. Go do the things. Don't forget to take your meds, friends. If you haven't done it already, take your meds now, please. And just give me an idea for a new chair in my recording booth. It may well end my career, but what a way to go. Do you know what, Amelia? I genuinely think, I'm just going to throw this out there like a business card in an orgy. Yes, these are my business cards. I'm just going to throw this out there like a business card in an orgy. It might end one career of voice acting. However, I genuinely think if you replaced your office chair with a Sybian vibrator, there's a fair chance it may open new doors for you. New avenues of business. I'm just saying, all right? I'm just saying. Just came out. It's 1.0 from EA, but so far so good. I'm enjoying it a lot. Keen to see some Stanley Parable. I've never played it, but I enjoy seeing people play it. Well, welcome on in. I am finding it to be quite the trip. I'm not going to lie to you. How's it going, Friendly Kitten? Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Yeah, I'm finding it to be quite the trip. It's experience. It's an experience. It's an experience. I have no idea what a Sibian is. I am innocent. 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 Yes. Yes. It's innocent. Yeah. So am I. I am chastised. Don't know what you're talking about. Me? No, definitely not. I'm not a filth wizard. I don't run fetish cabarets. No, God, no. Heaven forfend, no, definitely not. No. Oh, jeez. Oh, good heaven, no. Good Lord. What do you take me for? What do you take me for? I mean, I definitely haven't already recorded an in-game entirely naked due to a heat wave. So, have with it. Do you know what, Amelia? Exquisite. Exquisite. I encourage this behavior. Not only encourage it, but actively encourage it, you know? But hope Jay isn't too much of a pain today. Love that. If you look up asexuality, there's a picture of Val and Vane. So innocent. Exactly, right? Exactly. It's the only way to do it. So, for those people that are not sure what's going on, we are Stanley, a classic office worker, who for years and years and years has taken instructions off a screen and pressed a button. One day, we woke up and realized that the entire office was empty. We didn't know what was going on or where anyone was. And there's a variety of different endings, and we have been following the narrator this time as opposed to rebelling against him because the narrator's a bit of a dick. But we are at a position where we've come across this place, which is a mind control facility. What was I doing? I was clicking number 3, wasn't I? Mind control facility. And we have to make the decision as to whether to turn it off and never let humanity be controlled by anyone ever again, or to use it for our own diabolical needs. Now, I don't know about you, but I have always been one for taking away everyone's free will. I don't know what it is, just something about it. Ooh, blue screen. Blue screen. Heard he was up for sainthood. Sainthood? Excuse me? Todd. Who are these people? I don't know who these people are. What are you referring to? So that didn't do anything. Okay, so it is our sworn duty to press the press off but it's so tempting. No, we will rebel. This is the problem that I have now, friends. This is the problem that I have. Because here I am, sat here, thinking, I really don't like the idea of mind control. I think that, personally, I am all about people doing what the fuck they want with their own identities. Do you know what I mean? I personally am 110% about rebellion, rebellion within yourself, being your true self, being the person that you genuinely are, the love and enjoyment and sheer exquisiteness that is self-expression, but the narrator told me to do it, which makes me not want to do it. The narrator actively said that I should turn it all off, which makes me naturally want to not turn it off. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? This is the horrible position that I'm put in, you know? Two and two together. Love your work, Amelia Tyler. Melody is iconic. And Div is one of my favorite games of all time. Ah, what a brat. Exactly, this is the problem. Do I free the entirety of the human race? Or do I disobey the narrator? The sneeze. I sneezed because of the sheer confusion. How am I meant to feel about this? How am I meant to feel about this? All of this time. Thank you very much for the blessings. I appreciate you. Obedience is a terrible thing, right? The hatred and scorn I feel for this. I'm not even gonna decide myself. I'm gonna leave it up to you. I'm not even gonna decide myself. Obviously, we're gonna do both, but no, let's change it to save humanity. Yay. Nay. 1 minute. Start poll. Go. I'm going to leave it up to you, friends. I'm going to leave it up to you. It will be your decision. You can decide whether we will save humanity or whether... Come on, chat, make it 50-50. Oh my god, come on now. Press the button.
Push the button. Do it. Do it.
But what? But what button? Ethereal voice of Dapper Dame? But what button?
Valen Vane is not a PG stream.
I mean, that is also true, but that does not help my conclusions here. This doesn't help me. Is that DD? It is definitely DD, yeah. You assume turning it off will save humanity? I am assuming that turn it off. And we all know that to assume makes an ass of you and me. But I do like asses.
Oh, you followed me. Ooh, you little stalker.
Thank you very much for the follow, you exquisite human being. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I don't like to call people out just in case they're lurking. Save humanity? Nay. Nay. Very well, Jet. Very well. Allow us now to indulge in our true evil. The joys that we shall feel enslaving the entirety of the human race through the medium of mind control. Oh, the humanity. Oh, the brattery. Oh, the Stanley. Yes, friends. Let us. Stanley, Lord of all.
Oh, Stanley. You didn't just activate the controls, did you?
Maybe.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted?
Yeah.
Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were
Loading.
supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that.
What?
I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
Excuse me?
It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start.
Nuggets of fuck.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
Yeah, please.
A moment of solace.
What do you mean
before
you're out of
you're
action?
obliterated?
Fuck.
All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell
Shush.
you exactly what happened to them.
You have
I
3
erased
attempts
them.
remaining.
I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of
We
the
need
story.
3.
Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let
the
you sit
3
there in
button.
your office
But it's
forever,
blue.
pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times,
where's the
I
3?
let the office
3's
sink
over
into
here.
the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp.
No,
I have to
that's
say
not it.
this,
That's a
though.
house.
This version of events
This
has
is
been
blue.
rather amusing. Watching you try
not
to make
amusing.
sense of everything
Touch your face.
and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost
House.
hate to see it go.
God damn it, where's the 3?
But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next
Houses.
go around will be even better. My
No.
goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much.
10.
You know
No,
what?
fuck.
To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
Oh, I appreciate the
These are
extra time on the clock.
precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
It should grow on trees. That would be
Oh,
great.
Dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
Maybe.
Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it on?
Oh, you
Look
dick.
at you, running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley?
Why would I think
This
that?
video game can be beaten?
Yes.
Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
You dick.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humbled. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control
Re-enter
this
the
world,
passcode.
that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
How dare
Take a
you?
look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me.
I can't
All a
fucking do
part of the
anything.
joke. And
But I'm
believe
gonna
me,
try.
I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever up.
I go screaming into the night. Thou shalt not cleanse me. Oh, you did cleanse me. Confound thee, narrator. This is the game. The game is basically how hard do you brat against the narrator. And this is our little office pod. Where's the camera?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
There's some background noise now. They're playing solitaire. Love that. There's some extra background noise this time.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
But the right is so interesting. Need to make Safi play that game? Yes, definitely.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
It's true.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Definitely.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Cold drinks.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Cold rimming machine? Yeah, you know it.
And so he detoured through the maintenance
Detour.
section, walked straight ahead to the
Detour.
opposite door, and got back on track.
This is the only way to do it, friends. Completely and utterly out of the blue, peculiar, not entirely sure what's going on. We're just running with it. We're just running with it. For shits and giggles, right? Here, now, thank you for being entertaining radio. I
Stanley
made the
didn't want to
bathroom
go
mess.
back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now, in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Left? You sure?
Oh, no.
No.
No, it's to the right. My mistake.
Definitely to the right. Yeah, okay.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly...
What a dick.
Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left,
Make yourself sticky
down,
with food, Rabbit
left,
Sparrow, yeah?
right. Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. I've got it now. This
Okay.
story is absolutely, definitely
Okay.
this way.
Definitely this way. Okay. How did you get the van in here? That's a wall. How did you get the van in here? I have so many questions. Okay, so this... The reason why I wanted... What was the number? What was the number I asked everyone to remember? Can you throw it in chat now? It was 4 something. Start off with nothing, end with nothing. What do you lose? Nothing. 465? Thank you very much. Okay.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet.
that
This is all a
is where we were
spoiler.
before.
Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just
465. Pirate.
Oh,
That
who
one.
am I kidding? It's all
What is
rubbish
that?
now. The whole story completely unusable. How about rather than waste my time trying
That's
to
my
salvage
booze.
this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm? Okay. From
That's
the
my
top.
booth. From the top. We have done this before. Or a part of this
All
before?
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Good question.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So that's basically what the game does, is it goes backwards and forwards. And
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the
Me?
story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
exactly.
It was right here just a minute ago.
Go on now.
I know for sure that it's here somewhere.
Play the game,
Okay,
narrator.
It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
If we do go down the right track, because I know that this is the way. Oh no, it's back to the mystery path. It's a mystery. Yes, it's a mystery. Small tortillas filled to the brim with dark meat, white thick cream, spicy juices, and melting goodness. Good lord.
I'll
Sounds
say it.
tantalizing.
This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before.
There definitely was.
Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
I was still adventuring.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perhaps. Okay, genuine question, because we've definitely done this story path before. Genuine question for those people that are here. Are there multiple endings to this storyline that we are currently on? Just a yes or no answer. And yes, for all those new people that are here, yes, that is exactly what it is. That is the very, very subtle sign that yes, fantastic, thank you very much. There's a very subtle sign that we that I might need assistance, because subtlety is definitely what I do well. Yes.
Okay.
How's it going, Immathral? How
it's
you doing?
worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
I mean, we could. We could. That sounds good. I could go through there. Right.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something.
This is my
The
office.
story. Here it comes.
This should be my office. Oh my god, subliminal places. Good thanks, mate. Enjoying the game? Oh, it is very, very good. It is not
wait,
what I was expecting.
Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Was finger licking good, was it, Rabbitsborough? cheeky. But what happened to the corridor? Do you know, there's a guy on TikTok. I cannot remember the name for the life of me, but there's a guy on TikTok, and his entire channel is what do they call it? Is it subliminal places? Is that what they call them? You know, where it's just like all big warehouses? Was it lineal places? I can't remember. There's a specific word for them. Do you know what I mean? I think it's a great sign. Avoid any questions, but what about an actual question? Exactly. To be honest with you, that's what it's exactly there for, Crazy Hobby Man. Because obviously, like, I talk to myself all the time. I'm well known for chatting to myself. I make great company to myself. So I was like, do you know what? I will make it really obvious when I want actual assistance. Ah, yes. My humble abode. The joys of my boudoir. Liminal places, that's the one. Liminal, yes, thank you.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Yes.
Do you remember, Stanley? Would you
Got
know
that
what?
daughter space?
Since I've completely
Where's my
forgotten
dog?
what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all.
Rude.
We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square,
dare
and this
you.
was not one of those situations. Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
No! Damn it, Real W. Really? Really? Fucking hell. Real W, you git. Actually, do you know what? That's not too bad. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Friends, I am really, really bad at promoting myself. I'm really, really bad at promoting myself. And therefore, we have a variety of different things, the channel point redemptions, which means that I have to promote myself, which is horrible. But this one's not too bad. This one's not too bad. This one's not the worst, all right? Okay? But Real W has redeemed Show Dono with speech, which means I have to show the donation goal. And as you can see, the donation goal is full. It's completely full, which means that nobody has to donate to me. This is great. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that absolutely exquisite? Isn't that exquisite? Fantastic. Basically, what happened was my car, the rear caliper disappeared. It got shot into the abysses of space. And therefore the brake fluid leaked everywhere and covered the back brakes, and I need to replace the back brakes. And this was what this donation goal was for, because I need a vehicle, because I do loads of events and stuff like that. And cabarets and bits and pieces. Wait, full already? I feel cheated. I know, right? What are the chances? What are the chances? Oh, what a shame. Shucks. It just means that everyone has to keep their money in their own pockets. Shucks, eh? Shucks. Oh. Poor god damn. Oh my god. However, Counterpoint Music and Non-Binary Superpowers have both redeemed a vanity promo, which means I need to talk about other shit that I do. So let's get these all out the way and nice and over and done with, shall we, you beautiful beans? Let's get them all done. Yeah. Friends, I have a podcast. I have a podcast called Thirsty Work. It's a sex education podcast. You can check the VODs out on my Thirst and Vanity YouTube, or you can check out the podcast on all of your podcast things. We're in season 2 now. We talk about all kinds of sex, from sex and gender to burlesque, to having sex with disabilities, to gender identity, to asexuality. We talk about all kinds of shit, and that is a completely free way that you can support me as a content creator. That's very, very kind of you, you beautiful beans. So if you want to check those out, if polyamory, of course, Finley. If it's something you would like to check out, you want to check out one of our wonderful, wonderful subjects, you can happily do so. Is the bot down again? Just type in exclamation. If you find Thirsty Work as a podcast on a podcast thing, give it a listen, or type in Thirsty Work into YouTube, or type in Thirst and Vanity in YouTube. You'll find it. Way done. That's another one done. the second oh, I am I'm on a shitload of social medias. There you go. There's my second vanity promo. I am on a shitload of social medias. You can find me at Valen Vane everywhere apart from YouTube. Just at Valen Vane. Search Valen Vane anywhere, you'll find me. Instagram, you'll find a shitload of my beautiful pictures with me adoring how unbelievably sexy I am. Look at how sexy I am. The Facebook, you'll pretty much find the same. Twitter, you'll find my random idlings. YouTube, you'll find either my gameplay VODs or sex education stuff. And then here. Oh yeah, and TikTok. I'm getting back into TikTok as well. Doing the TikToky things. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, friends, for all those new people that are here. This makes me cringe as much as I'm sure it makes some people cringe listening to it. I'm like, oh God, you're making me talk about myself? Oh, really? Come on now. Come on now. This is so weird. Oh, this is so weird. Now, unfortunately, because of the rules, I have to keep this up for the next 10 minutes. But it's complete, and therefore you don't actually need to look at it, all right? You don't need to worry about that shit, all right? Real W redeeming a smolder for all of our wonderful new friends. Well, hello there, you cheeky devils. Hello there. Look at you coming over here, getting all close and personal. Bloody Drongo brought you over here. I hope you knew what you were getting into, you cheeky devils. Getting all close and personal. Getting oh so very... What did you think it was for? What did you think it was for? Good Lord. Here I am trying to lube up my lips. Here I am just trying to innocently lube up my lips. And your minds are in the gutter. Outrageous, I tell you. Outrageous. Good Lord. Get your minds out the gutter, you cheeky devils. And by the gutter, I naturally mean my house. Yes, that's right, friends. I bought a house because it was number 69 and decorated like Prince fucked the Moulin Rouge. Why? Because I can. It's my place. You know? Cheeky individuals. I mean, really. I mean, really. Good Lord. Good Lord. There was another one as well, wasn't there? There was another channel points redemption. I need to put time. I need to fucking cooldowns on these channel points redemptions, you cheeky devils. You know? Goals, like rules, were meant to be broken, and you fucking broke it. Look at it. Fucking ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. Done that. Done that. Oh, Bronze Empusa. Really? Really? In front of this many people? We got raided over with like 400 odd people. I don't have my I don't have my viewer numbers on, but in front of 400 odd people, you want me to do a dad joke. I hate you. I hate you so much. Oh, this is so bad. Oh, God. Hey! Hey, friends. Hey, come here. Come here, come here. No. Come here. No. Come here. Get too close! Why couldn't the bicycle stand up for itself? Because it was too tired. Too tired! Too tired! Because it has two tires and it was exhausted because it couldn't stand up for it. It was too tired. Jokes are so much funnier when you explain them. God damn. Oh my god, now my system's going all whack. I hope you're proud of yourself, Bronze Empusa. I hope you are proud of yourself. Good lord. Perfect joke for the office.
All right, I've got a solution.
Okay.
This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
We followed it before. Let's not follow it this time. Oh.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
No, I feel like we did this before as well. Need the ESP after that. Emotional support plunger. At your service. Behold, the emotional support plunger. What's better than roses on a piano? Tulips on an organ. Tulips on an organ. Oh my god, Wimmy Wan Wan Wuzzle. Oh my god. So yeah, so thanks.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
To destiny!
Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Okay. This big old trippy before. Not trippy this time. Oh, it is trippy this time.
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
How's it going, Luke Moffat? How you doing? Welcome on in. Came home from work and was like, yeah, watch Valen. What is this? Good question, J2, to be quite honest with you, friend. Good fucking question. Well, at the moment, we're looking at a fern. This bit back here, by the way, is really fucking trippy. Because you follow it round, but then it turns into a corridor. And then it goes back from being a corridor and stuff again. I wonder what happens if we just stand and look at the fern. Analyze the fern. And here we have the office fern in its natural habitat. As you can see, there is no air to blow the leaves, no light to cascade down upon it, and yet it is apparently very important to the story. We are going to analyze it from every angle, see how its mighty leaves glisten in the dim, horrible office light of this unnatural corridor. Behold its majestic plumage of chlorophyll-based planty structures. Within the middle of the fern hides the shy and...
Hand it to my ego.
Jesus
Hand it to
Christ.
it. Hand it to it.
The shy and Jesus Christ. How's it going, Luke Moffat? Thank you very much for the 100 little panderings, you beautiful bean. Looks fun. Looks fun. Looks fun. Looks fun. Fuck me, that was loud, right? Jesus Christ. Was not expecting that. Excuse all of the eardrums, friends. Pee on the fern. Could you imagine? Can I pee on the fern? Here in the wild fern is this mysterious grass that some people do roll up and smoke. Are we done? How long do I have to stay here? Can I just stay here? What happens if we just stand here and look at it for hours on end? Wonder if this fern is the most screenshotted thing in history gaming. It is now. Look at the foliage. See how it's seeking therapy for all this harassment.
It's all right, Fernie Wernie. I love you. In a platonic way, not in a romantic way, because you are a plant.
Some say Fern has brothers and sisters, others say they spend their whole life alone. Indeed he does. Ladies and gentlemen and all genders outside and in between, the wonderful Borgasm has redeemed a Praise the Mods. Could you do me a massive favor and throw out some mod loves in the channel? You can use any kind of mod loves from any kind of channel. You can use any kind of love hearts from any kind of channel. Say a massive thanks to those wonderful moderators. Wish DD was here to hear your Planty sweet talk. Hello there, Planty. How are you doing? You feeling good? You feeling wonderful? In fact, you know what? We could do this. Could do this. On tonight's game show, we have got this: the plant, the fern, the joyous, leafy kind. The narrator has drawn attention to it, and we're not entirely sure why. They said that it's very important for the game on, which makes me think that it definitely isn't important for the further game. Let's look at it some more. Well, nothing happened. Nothing happened. Okay, well, I got bored of waiting for that. I don't have the patience to just stand there for hours. Do you know what I mean? Are you sure this phone is a plan?
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No,
Good Lord.
no. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
If we go back this way, we go back to our place, yeah. Which is nothing. Off his way to play on today's show. We're meeting Graham from accounting. He's talking to talk about his collection of newts. Do you know what? That would make office work so much more interesting. Okay, so that's where the line goes. So what's over here? Who spilled the tea? Who spilt the tea? Good Lord! Why would you do this? Ah! Wait a minute. Oh, it smells like PG Tips. It's fine. It's alright. As long as it's not Yorkshire tea, that would have been an actual crime.
Still missing the doors. Did we make a mistake following the line? Perhaps we could have found the story on our own.
Perhaps we could have. Get the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy vibe. Yeah, this is very Hitchhiker's Guide. Ooh, what did that say? Username access? A calendar? The travesty! Surprise twist, it's not actually tea. Somebody has had a mishap in the naughty variety and then dropped a decoy cup. Did somebody jizz on the floor? Salty coffee. Yorkshire Gold is wonderful. And that's what I'm saying, Amelia Tyler. I had Yorkshire Gold in my teacup earlier. I smelled it. Look. Give it a good smell. Give it a good intake the breath right up into the sinuses. Let it tickle across your soft palate. Okay? Let it tickle across your soft palate. Nom 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 nom. Yep, no, that's PG Tips. That's PG Tips. That is PG Tips. All right? Like I'm fine with PG Tips being spilt, but I would set this place on fire if it was any kind of Yorkshire tea being spilt. All right? I would be flipping these desks like this. Oh, God! Like that. All right? You've got to be aware of these things. Okay? Just don't spill the coffee. All right? You can spill the tea, but only in a metaphorical sense. We're back here. We did this before. This was exactly how it ended before. There must be an alternate endings, right? Alexa, play My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion. You are welcome, chat. No, stain the carpet? It certainly fucking will. Oh my god, really? Really, J2? Really?
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Okay, so we did the restart several times.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
Good
We're
question.
Intelligent people, right?
Yes.
Why can't we make up our own story?
Good question.
Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Can I pick a different direction? Can I open this one instead? No. What about this one? No. You're just gonna... Oh, okay.
Now, yes, this is exciting.
Isn't it?
Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Fucking liminal spaces. Do you know what this reminds me of?
Oh, no, not you again.
Fuck's sake,
Stanley,
line.
I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
We'll just go back on ourselves constantly. This reminds me of a Hall of Mirrors I was in. So when I went to New York, I went to the Sex Museum in New York. Naturally, of course I did. It's me we're talking about. And I know that many people will have heard this before, but I'm going to tell you again, all the same. I went into the Sex Museum. On the second floor, there was the Sex Circus with a guy who looked thoroughly unimpressed. Going, hi. He was in completely normal clothing, apart from he wore like a little shoulder cape. I was just like, hi. Welcome to the Sex Circus. There was like a booby bouncy castle, a climbing wall made of genitalia, usual sort of circusy bits and pieces, but there was a Hall of Mirrors. And I was there by myself because my friends are nowhere near the colossal perverts that I am. And therefore, I went into the Hall of Mirrors by myself. And was there for a good half an hour to 40 minutes. Where I wandered round and round and round in circles. And I was like, I don't understand how I am still here. Because the actual room that the Hall of Mirrors was in was not big enough for how long I was in that fucking thing. Alright? And I was so confused. It didn't make any sense. And then suddenly, finally, after about 40 minutes, I came to the edge and I saw there. The whole area had swirled out and there was a big round area of mirrors, and there was a light cascading down from the middle, and there a giant pink fleshy lump sat in the middle of this wonderful surrounding circle. Oh, it was exquisite. And what did the sign say? Well done, you found the G-spot. And this reminds me of that. Turns out, by the way, that the guy who this guy had literally followed me around, closing doors and opening other doors because he could see where the fuck I was, and was just shutting doors behind me and reopening them in other places, so that I was constantly walking round and round and round and round in circles until I found the G-spot. Fucking dick. Fucking dick. Which I have to say that I did love. I thought it was fucking brilliant. I was like, that's amazing. I want that in my life. Ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Hey! Okay, so the line's going up there. Can I just... That guy's my hero.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
This is exactly the same ending as the last time we did this, right? Am I just going mad? Am I just going mad? Was there something I could have done differently? I don't think so, because I did explore all options. Oh, I think I did. I think I did, you know? You know? Before we do that, though, Dr. K. Ross... Ooh, cheeky. Dr. K. Ross has redeemed Name Aphilia, which means I need to head over to the comprehensive list of paraphilias. And Dr. K. Ross has picked number 38. So I will scroll down from the comprehensive list of paraphilias. This is taken from an official medical document that was published in July 2015. 38. Ooh. Ooh. Number 38 on the comprehensive list of paraphilias, the appendices to an actual medical document published in July 2015, is anastemophilia. Anastemophilia. ANASTEEMAPHILIA. Which is the attraction to a person because of a difference in height. Being attracted to somebody who is taller than you or shorter than you, and that being specifically an attractive feature for you, means that you are an anastemophiliac. There you go. There you go. Anastema, I think I know right? It is the same ending. Yeah, this is the same ending.
Oh, hold up, what's this?
We've done this before.
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, 8 8 times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined?
How's it going, Fancy Pants?
So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this
Finds the
this
confusing
thing.
ending. Narrator
No.
restarts the game 5th time.
Well,
Narrator forgets about the
insulted
previous
me.
restarts.
Why don't I
Stanley
get to
attempts to
decide?
play the story but
Why
is
don't I
prevented,
get a
unable to
say in
go
all of
anywhere
this?
or
Is it
do
really-
anything. The game restarts on its own.
No, it can't be.
6th restart.
I don't want it to be. I
Find
don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped
find
like
the line
this.
again,
I
begin
won't
following the line,
restart
find
the
an
game. I
identical
won't
replica
do it.
of the
I
office
won't do
that has
it.
begun
I
to
won't do
deteriorate.
it.
Attempt to make the story up from here. Narrator restarts. There is no longer an office.
Does that mean did we do
Simply,
it?
simple
Did we
black
break the
space
cycle?
wanders in the
whatever it is
blackness.
that made this schedule? How
Finds a
would we
bookstore,
even
gets
know?
bored and leave. Narrator
Will
restarts the
someone
game.
come for us?
Narrator's gone. After a long time,
something
Stanley
happen?
dies. Genuine question.
Okay.
Genuine question. Are there endings that require me to manually restart the game? Three and Hazy put them together. Like it. Like it. Are there endings that require me to restart the game? Out of curiosity, has Valen followed the narrator's directions yet? Right up until the bit with the mind control thing, and then I disagreed with them. Spontaneously. Because I could. So we will be, I think after this one, after this run, we will follow the narrator properly, should we say. We'll follow the narrator properly and make sure that we get our proper thingy. Not as such, no. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Cool. In which case, I won't restart the game. Spontaneously.
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we?
We will.
Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
That fucking started. The siren started literally as I tried to open the door. And it was just like... Meh, meh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
Okay.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So this time we will follow the directions accurately. I'd say yes, because there was one already, I think, last week.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, there was definitely one where... There is the one, if we follow this one, maybe we'll do that as the next
Yet
run.
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
There was definitely one that takes us this route, but then we go down, we follow the escapade, and then that was like this. There was a point there that we could have restarted, but we chose not to. So I think we might do that as well.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Is that because I've done this before? Is that because I've done this before? It doesn't even let me do the keypad anymore. It's just like, no, I'm not letting you do the keypad. You've done this before? Fuck you. You've done this before? I'm gonna skip ahead. Amazing. I enjoyed this game. Excuse me, loading. The Val and the Brat lens, honestly, Whisker Pixel. It's I understand why you lot do it now. I understand why you lot do it now. Oh, it really did skip ahead. It didn't give me any of the usual dialogue. Excuse me.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay, so we're gonna follow the instructions accurately this time. Okay. You know about the museum one? I do not know about the others, but I think it is possible. Okay.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
What
Did he have
horrible?
the strength to find out?
What horrible secret does this place hold? And do I have the strength to find out? It does before I get fucked, basically, yeah. Basically. So yeah, the museum one, we went into the museum, but I didn't look at too much
Now
because
monitors
I was
jumped
afraid
to
of
life,
spoilers.
Their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
Indeed.
And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Indeed. Indeed you do. Oh yeah, there was alternate options in the museum, I suppose, as well, wasn't there? I'm too old to be a brat? There's no such thing. No such thing, trust.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
That's about following all the
Had
instructions
Stanley
is still
really
not
been under
100%.
someone's control
It's true.
all this
It's
time?
very true.
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions
gotta
had
be
been
said. It's
manipulated
very
to
true.
accept it blindly?
Let's go. Bye.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It
Never.
was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even
Father!
possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Father!
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
It does make me wonder whether there's more to do. If we press on and try and take control over it, whether there is a way to get out of the countdown time to the nuclear explosion, but we'll see. We'll see. It's recommended the museum one is one of the last endings you do. Yeah, so we actually did it really early on, Danny, but I basically looked at the floor the entire time. As soon as I realized there was potentially spoilers there, I was like, look at the floor. Look at the floor, look at the floor, look at the floor, look at the floor. Museum was the one with the lady that told you to restart. Yeah. So that would be the point where I would restart to see if it does make a difference. So we'll do that in the next run. The next run we'll try that.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Why am I suspicious?
Why?
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Excuse me?
And Stanley was happy.
Achievement unlocked. Beat the game by following the narrator's fucking instructions. Oh, that is classic. That is classic. Gotta beat the game by following the narrator's instructions. Okay.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Excuse me? Why have you shut the door to my room? Eh. Why is it starting with me? What? Seems so little this game is hilarious. It is. I've actively avoided it because I knew that people wanted to see me. It's the Stanley paranoia.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, we're going up to the escape area.
Escape.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. So we're gonna go up here. We're gonna go down.
Here's the door, just go.
No, fucking fed up with this shit. Just get in there already, for fuck's sake. You've done it before. Come on now. Loading screen. We're not having this shit. Oh, wait. No. Okay, loading screen. Wow, narrator. Wow, friend. Wow. This is fucking wild. Okay, so we go in here. We go around. We see the mind
Stanley
control
walked
thing.
straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Only we don't.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yeah. Let's go. To death. To death. Escape. Must be Italian. Ah, yes.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to
Hi,
his
Sway.
he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Very brutal.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly. And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever.
Rip
What
Stanley.
exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Okay.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
God, not from the moment he hit start, surely. The HD remix is to win. The Warzone, early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become a sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it, it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpret it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. That is fair. They intended to do all kinds of weird-ass shit for it. I love that. Love that. How's it going, Sway? How you doing, you beautiful bean? And the dad joke. How dare you? Fucking dad jokes. Fucking dad jokes. Submitted time trial to Greenlight. Valve process of approving games for Steam. Nice series of cryptic photos. Oh, that's pretty cool. More endings. From Forrest Gainus. Subject, Dear Narrator. Dear narrator, will the Stanley Parable have infinite quests? How many endings? Oh my lordy, what is this? Narrator emails. After the second trailer we sent out, we asked people to email the narrator for questions. While we had initially planned to use these in further promotional materials, we never found the perfect use for them. Here are a selection of those emails. Will the game feature capybaras? Good question. Are you a rock? Always a good question. Oh, it's actually got a projector this time. That's good. Oh, you can't eat? Oh, no, Sway. Are you gay? From Dink Dunk. Always a good question to know from a narrator. Gloves. Dead, strong, bad. How do you type with boxing gloves on? All right. Okay. The Lounge. The apartment timer.
Subscribed. Most kind.
Max, you cheeky devil! Max, you cheeky individual. Thank you very much for giving that sub to Sway UK. Sway, you beautiful individual. I should now inscribe your name on the mirror. Vane. By having your name on the mirror at Vane, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat. Not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devil. And of course, you get access to all the 6 little emotes. But the most important thing is you got to roll over every morning, look in the mirror, and go, God, I look rough. But god damn, do I make rough look good. Ooh, harra, sexy. Oh, yes, meow. You know? You know, you cheeky individual. How's it going, Babbling Goat? How you doing, you beautiful bean? Can we get a shout out for Babbling Goat, please? People go check out the wonderful BG. Babbling Goat is an exquisite individual, an LGBTQI lecturer, one of the phenomenal human beings that I love to call my friend. Love to call my friend. Second version. So this is all like stuff they were intending to put in, but didn't necessarily put in. Okay. The Zending model. For many iterations, the room represents 4th version of the ending. I don't want to know too much about the endings. There's the exit. Countdown desks. Go and check out the glorious Babbling Goat. I love BG. BG is amazing. These various different views of what the office could have looked like. Stanley's office from left to right, the evolution of the Stanley's office over time. First was created in 2011, then February 2013. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. Oh. It's already... Babbling Goat. I see you. I see you. But there's no point because it's already been done. Friends, in about 5 minutes, there will be an advertisement for those non-subscribers. I will use that time to go and visit the urination station. So you won't be missing anything. Anything. You're amazing. I am also amazing. But as a result of that, you are also amazing. Sibian don't know when. How much are the Sibians these days? How much are Sibians these days? What? Countdown desk? One of the desks from the early version of the Countdown ending? Was there an... No, from the early version of the Countdown ending. Okay, so there is a possibility that the Countdown ending does have a way out of it. Interesting. £1,500? Oh my god. I mean, I do want one. The narrator outtakes? Okay. So we did go through around this before. And had a look-see at all the little bits and pieces. Or we tried to look-see at lots of the different bits and pieces. But I was very hesitant about spoilers. The Freedom ending, which is the one we've just done. The Countdown room. That was one of the options. Monitor room elevator. Yeah, we checked that. The Freedom ending was a different version. As it existed in beta. Love that. Okay, let's have a look. This is like the ending here.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
So what happens if I don't turn them off? What happens if I don't turn them off? Well, you can find me at quick Google, but I'm not from the UK, so we'll probably not get optimal results. That is fair. That is fair. That is fair. I'll tell you what I'll do, friends. I'll tell you what I'll do before we go into that dynamic of things. In about a minute's time, there's going to be an advertisement. There's going to be an advertisement. It's going to last for 2 minutes. It helps me out as a content creator, so I really appreciate people sticking around for it. And then when I get back, Babbling Goat, I'll do your Victorian advice. All right, I'll do your cheeky little Victorian advice. Friends, I'm going to get up. I'm going to go visit the urination station. I'm going to make myself another cup of tea. I encourage you to do the same. Get up, have a stretch. Stretch your eyes, look at something in the distance, then look back again. Grab some kind of beverage, hot, cold, or if the time is permitting, flamboyant as fuck. Don't forget to take your meds. And don't forget, if you're wearing a binder, have a couple of deep breaths. Stretch those lungs out. Stretch those rib cages out. Make sure you're flexing the chest muscles so that you are getting enough air to your lungs, and never wear a binder longer than is recommended. I believe that's approximately 6 hours for the vast majority of binders, so please be aware of that, okay? Friends, I'll be back in 2 minutes, quite literally, and we'll crack on. All right. Don't go anywhere, you cheeky devils. Don't go anywhere.
Maybe I'm the one who needs to change. Maybe you're the one to get away. But I can keep up the chase. If you let me, would you let me? Yeah. I keep having this dream. The one where you wake up with me, and I see that I'm addicted to you.
Hand it to my ego. Hand it to it. Hand it to it.
Sneaky bit sneaking their way in.
And I'll keep loving you too. Oh, I'm addicted. If I ever let you go, I have to let you know you're the one. should move along and write another song until the morning comes. Yeah. I keep having that dream. It's the one where you choose not to leave. Oh, why'd you leave? 'Cause I'm addicted to you, and I'm addicted to you, yeah. And I'll keep loving you, yeah. Oh, I'm addicted to you.
Welcome back, friends. That was very chill, wasn't it? That was very relaxed. That was very relaxed indeed. Let's have a quick look, shall we? At the old Sibians. Do. No, they're not Sibians. I want an official Sibian, please. But you can rent them. That's not what I'm about. These are all things that you can put on a Sibian, but no actual Sibians. They no longer make them. Okay, Sibian.com. Oh, I'm being called. Bear with me 2 seconds, friends. I don't know who it was, but they will presumably leave some kind of answer phone message. Some description of answer phone message. Yeah, about... Oh, that's a good point. Can we do it for the UK's? Maybe not. Maybe we can't. Maybe we can't even look into it. Maybe we can't even look into it. Rent them, like used ones? Well, I think with the Sibians, when you rent them, if you rent a Sibian, because the Sibian is a large vibrating device, a business expense. It fucking would be a business expense. But I think if you rent a Sibian, it like comes with disposable covers so that you can rent it as a giant vibrating device, and you've got to use the covers for it, you know? I think that's basically where that all comes in, you know? Use that image broke my brain. the troll vomiting rainbows there. The troll vomiting rainbows. What I will do, though, friends, what I will do is I will take this opportunity, because just before the ad break, Babbling Goat redeemed a Victorian advice. Victorian advice. Friends, today's Victorian advice comes from Don'ts for Husbands, a book published in 1913, a year before the suffragette movement here in the United Kingdom. Cheeky. By Blanche Ebbott. The glorious Blanche, who I was expecting a hell of a lot more misogyny from, but we haven't got there. We haven't got there. This is Personal Relations, Chapter 2. Let me have a look. Where were we? Let's have a look. Ooh. Where were we? I don't think we were... Okay, maybe we're on a new page. Don't condescend. You are not the only person in the house with brains. I think that's the Victorian way of saying stop mansplaining. I think that's the Victorian way of saying stop mansplaining to your wife. And I've lost my page from Don'ts for Wives, but that's alright, that's okay. Bless Blanche. Yeah, I think that Blanche is top notch. Blanche is top notch. It has to be said. It has to be said. All right. Blanche is top notch people. With the classic advice: don't look at the dark side of the cloud, for it is only the shadow cast by the silver lining. I didn't get consent for a fields trip song, Valen. First music video, Lewis Capaldi's new song, and now this. I don't know much about Lewis Capaldi's songs. I don't listen to him. I know that he is an interesting individual, shall we say. You know? Nibbering, that usage of that emote broke my brain. The vomiting one, yeah? Wonderful, thank you. You're very, very welcome. I decided to not go for the cup of tea, by the way, friends. I decided to go for the glass of mystery liquid. Who knows what it is? Some men have been doing it for hundreds of years and never learned. I think it's, to be honest with you, it just tends to be like a power dynamic, is what I've experienced. Mansplaining, as we understand it, is just power dynamics. Somebody who is in charge deciding that they know better than the other people. It just tends to be men. It's definitely not just men, but it does tend to be men. Because based on societal standards, men are the ones that have been put in those positions, you know? Been ages, mate. Game 420. How you doing? How's it going? It has been a long time. It has been a long time indeed. How are you doing? How's things? I'm very, very good. Busy as fuck. Busy as fuck. But very, very well, thank you. Very, very well. Happy-go-lucky scamp of an individual. I've got an event on Friday and then an event in 2 weeks' time. And things are doing really well. The podcast is going really well. YouTube's going really, really well. Generally, stuff is going really, really well. Can we go back to where we were? Hold on, does this give me... Obey, disobey, maintenance lounge. Oh, these are different options. A vent? I need to look out for vents, people. I need to look out for vents. Hold on, where the fuck was I? Oh, yes, mansplaining. Yes, please feel free to tell me that I know fuck all about the field, that I actually have a degree in imposed normatives. You'll be smacked with the framed degree if I have it to hand. Entirely fair. Entirely fair. Great news, great news. Tell us all the great news, you beautiful bean. Can I not pull this? Or do I have to pull this? Is this ending? Fuck it, let's pull it.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
Okay.
Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and be your only true choice.
What happens if I do that? Pull the lever, Kronk! Wrong lever! Begin again? Does it just begin me again? One built chicken coop for my guest family in New Zealand. The only way... Ooh. I once built a chicken coop for my guest family in New Zealand. Only I have a co-worker come around near the end and tell me that I held the hammer hammer high the entire time. By the time my hands were tired, it was...
This is
so
the
it was
story
intentional.
of a man
Fucking
named
hell.
Stanley.
Bastard.
Stan-
Okay. Skip ahead of that because we've already watched it once. Alright. Excuse me? Oh, you're replying about the thing. No, that's all right. That's not a problem. Not a problem at all. That's all right. Yeah, it's great news. Everything is going really, really well. Just really fucking busy is the only thing. The only thing. Really fucking busy. And it's all going well, but it's just like, fucking hell. Exhausting, you know? I'll be looking forward to after Ken. After we've done the cabaret that I run, I'll be a happy-go-lucky scamp of an individual. All right, okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This is different. Welcome to the whiteboard ending. Okay.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
This is different. Got rando sub, and with it comes emotes that you might enjoy. Gay rights, trans rights, bi rights, NB rights, pan rights. So I figured I'd share them with all. Dahata, I love to see them. I love to see them. I am very much an avid fan of people showing us their favorite emotes, especially when they're like those ones, for sure. The whiteboard ending. So we got the whiteboard ending.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow.
Okay.
Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous,
Gold rimming.
gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
You were wondering when you get
So
this
he
one?
detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
So, okay. Always got to stop for a nice cold rimming. Exactly.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
So the
Coming to a
beginning was
staircase,
different.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
But this is all the same.
Here's the door, just go.
Okay. Oh my god! It's the worst. It's hard when you don't have like a little pointer. You know? The whiteboard ending was the best. Oh, the whiteboard ending? Was that the entire ending? How many endings am I at now? Somebody, Nibirin, were you keeping count? $11? Fuck. I've got like 8 more to go. I am not sure about how to get them.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
So, if we go down the escape, that takes us to the other one, the museum ending. If we go through the control facility, it takes us to the... some of them are hard to impossible to find if you do not look them up. Okay. I feel like this is going to be the one. Out of the ones that are remaining, how many of the ones are they really hard to find?
The lights rose
Okay.
on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
It'd be really nice if I could, like,
Did he
view
have
the
the
endings that I'd
strength
already
to
had. Do
find
you know what I
out?
mean? If they had, like, an archive of endings, so I knew what I was aiming for and what I wasn't aiming for.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Right, let's go through them. We've had the mind control explosion ending, the mind control freedom ending, the confusion ending, the whiteboard ending, the went insane down in the basement ending, the fell off the elevator ending, the answer, find your mannequin wife and do what you're told ending. The colorful, psychedelic, university, make peace with the Lord ending. I'm only counting 8. What other fucking ones did we do? What endings have I done? Jesus. I can't even remember. The games... Oh, yeah, we plugged out the phone. We unplugged the phone where it went all bizarre and fucking outrageous. We jumped to your death twice. Yeah, so there's the lift one, and then there was the one where we went through all the colors. And we killed ourselves after that. I'm going to have to write these fucking things down, aren't I? Just so that I can actually remember which ones I've done.
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control.
I know, right?
Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
So, 1, jump lift death. 2, confusion. 3, whiteboard. In no specific order. 4, mind control explosion. 5, freedom. Mind control. 6, jump to death. Post colors, which is when we had all of the colors that the narrator was trying to convince us that we were doing the right thing. 7, wife ending, when we went to see the wife. Oh, yeah, the baby burn ending. We definitely did that one. Baby burn. 9, fucked reality, where the was that the baby burn ending when we fucked reality? I think that was the baby burn ending where we played various games. Played loads of different styles of games, and that was, they ended with the baby burning. Oh, we could do it in the museum ending. Since you'll never ever get that one, you get an ending for playing the baby game for 4 hours. Yeah, I'm never fucking doing that. Fuck that noise. I can't remember which other ones are specifically that we've done. This is the problem.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation.
Don't know whether we
Controls
can-
labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this
Oh, wait.
very place.
What is that?
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over
Not
another
521.
human life.
Okay, let's
For
try
he
turning it on.
would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Let's do this. Okay. At the ending where Maria, the scene is a woman named Maria who discovers. Oh yeah, the madness ending. Forgot about that one. That was in the basement. So that's 10. And then, yeah, there was the ending where we went third person, wasn't there? Where we abstractly ended outside of the office and we were looking down on ourselves. Just don't make sure you don't give any hints away, Eris, in that. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go press on.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did
I
you?
did.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted?
Yes.
Control?
Yes.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do.
Where's the
But you
knob?
need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go.
Where's
Turn
the
the
zero?
controls off and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
This door
How
opens.
long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it.
Come on.
Mere moments until
You're not
the
gonna
bomb
open? All right,
goes
cool.
off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More
Right, I
time to
need
talk about
0521.
you, about me,
So I've got.
where we're going. What all
can do
this means.
521, but I
barely
can't
know
do the
where to
0.
start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood.
0521.
You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
0521.
I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in
is
this
over here.
instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I
No.
let the office sink into the ground, swallowing
0521,
everyone inside,
0001,
or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though,
0142.
this version of events
Anything
has
that
been
doesn't have a
rather
0 in it.
amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go.
Where's the 0?
But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
Oh, that's so nice of you.
These are precious.
It's asking for
additional seconds,
3.
Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley?
Where's
Is
the
it that you
zero?
have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
I mean,
Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen,
desperately trying.
clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons. No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button.
No, I
Or
don't want the
this
big red button.
door. Everything, anything, something here will save me.
oh, I'll tell you
Why
what.
would you think that, Stanley?
Honestly,
That
we
this
go back in
video
here.
game can be beaten?
Oh, you
One
followed me.
soul?
Oh, you little
Do you
stalker.
have any
Thank you very
idea
much for
what
the follow, you
your
beautiful
purpose in
bean.
this place is?
I won't call your name
Do you
out.
really believe there's an answer? How many times will you replay this bit, looking desperately for a solution? 10? 100?
Can't turn that off.
1,000?
Okay.
I look forward to finding out and to watching the bomb go off each time you fail. Just you and
With
me.
joyous
and the
day.
wrenching explosion of
Thank you so
fire
much for the
and
follow, by the way.
Over and over
Appreciate
and
it.
over for all of eternity.
So there's no
And
zero.
Stanley died again. And Stanley died again. And Stanley died again. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately
music's pretty
to your
cool.
frail life? Or will you let it go peacefully?
How's it going, Wanderer Gribble? How you
Your
doing?
choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing
There's
at
no
every
7,
second
so
of
I
your
can't do
inevitable
427.
life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever after.
Happily ever after. No, I got the whiteboard ending. I've got my jump to my death after on the lift. Jump to my death on the lift, the confusion ending, the whiteboard ending, the mind control explosion, which is the one we've just done again, the freedom ending, where you actually turn off the mind control device, the jump to your death post the colors, so when we go to the colors and we have no other option but to thingy. You listed them for me? Oh.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Okay, so we've got the compliant ending, or the waiting ending. This is new. This is different.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
And then this is back to normal again. And such an indictment of corporate culture, 100%. How's it going, Casimuz? How you doing, you beautiful bean?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he...
Okay, so if we begin the game again. How's Stanley doing today? All right, we've managed to find 12 endings out of the 19. There's one that I'm definitely not going to find, so I'm going to write that down at the bottom here, which is the 4-hour baby ending. Jump to our death off the lift, the confusion ending, the whiteboard ending, the mind control explosion ending, the freedom ending, which is when we go through the mind control and do what the narrator says, the jump to our death post seeing the colors ending, the wife ending, the baby burn ending, the museum ending, the madness ending where we go completely bizarrely mad, the third person ending where we end up above
It's a raid.
the thingy. Ladies and gentlemen and all genders outside and in between, delve deep into your pits of popcorn and throw them at the raiders, throw them at these cheeky devils. Look at these people coming in here. I mean, really, could you even imagine? Oh my lordy, good lord. The computer is struggling today. The computer is struggling today. Throw them at these cheeky devils. Who do they think they are? How's it going, Mistress Stabby? The Mistress Stabby. People go and check out the wonderful Abby Stabby art. Abby Stabby art makes all of our wonderful emotes and our wonderful little trolls here, you beautiful bean. How was your stream? How did it go? What were you up to today, you glorious bean? What were you up to today? Tell me all about it. We are just trying to finish off some endings of the Stan Lee parable. Because we've managed to get 12 out of 19. And there's a 4-hour baby ending, which I'm obviously not going to get. So 12 out of 18, really. So we've got 6 endings realistically left to do. Friends, if you're new here, 2 things you need to know about this channel. 1, you're not allowed to apologize. For par, individuals, for par. Instead of saying sorry, try saying thank you. Instead of saying sorry, I'm late, say thanks for waiting. Instead of saying sorry, I'm such a burden, say thanks for being there for me. It'll make you a much more positive individual. 2, if you're under the age of 18, I have to ask you to leave. I've got to ask you to leave. I have to ask you to leave. For I am a colossal filth wizard. I talk about sex all the time. Don't want to be corrupting the ears of the young. It's not what I'm about. No, you cheeky devils. All right. Norman turned up and fell asleep on their Bloodstock plushie and stole everyone's heart. Oh, bless your cotton socks. I'll check that out afterwards. Oh, I'll check that out later. After the strimstrammeries. After the strimstrammeries, you know. But yeah, was it a good stream? What were you arting today? Was wondering if you were going to bother with the waiting ending. Not a fucking chance. Not a fucking chance. Do not have the patience for that. I've got too much shit going on in my life. Do you know what I mean? Too much shit going on in my life. But welcome on in, you beautiful beans. Again, friends, go and check out the wonderful Abby Stabby art. Abby Stabby art, like I said, does all of our artwork, all our joyous, beautiful, glorious artwork, and is well worth clicking that cheeky little follow button for. Clicking that cheeky little follow button for, you beautiful beans. All right. We are going to jump back into the game because I want to check out some more stuffs with who? Cheeky. Oh my god, my computer's struggling. It's alright, it's okay. Working more on comics today, very fulfilling, trying out new skills. Ooh, what kind of comics were you doing?
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
Wait, what? Is this Stan? This is the right office. What? What do you mean, is this? There was a person! Excuse me, there was a person! Right door, confusion, jump from the platform. Red door with the mood lights. The blue door, the games. Pick up the phone, plug out the phone. And then the left door, Mariella, detonation, freedom, escape. The whiteboard, stay in the office. We did do the room closet, but there was nothing. That wasn't an ending, per se. That was another human, though. There was a human there.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
But that was a person. All of the other people have gone.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
So, if we go up there, we get the phone, and we did the unplug one and the plug one.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
And then we
I
did
realize
this
that
one.
investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
How's it going, Hawk
There's
Knights? How you
someone
doing?
You've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you forgot. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look,
Do not
let
stand
me
on the
prove it.
fence.
Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Okay.
Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Now, I vaguely remember. Was it the blue door that led to?
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
What was the
I
one?
still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want
Yes.
to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
So, what was the one where you start and when it resets, it gives you the third door on the end? You remember where it's like the two doors and then it has like a weird wooden cutout one? I can't remember how we got to
see?
that one.
There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed
This
to
one?
be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Yes.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because
How
I
many
did.
endings are there?
And in the end, it was
19.
all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to
This
see.
game.
Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate
Jabba
these
the Hutt remake
strange
of
and
Table.
unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Okay.
There we go.
That's it, yeah.
Third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley.
Did we
it for a
take that
spin.
one? Can anyone remember? Genuine question. Did we take the third door? Or we've never taken the new one. So I remember not doing that. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel
Went through the
free
left,
to be
right,
honest.
yeah.
I'm looking for some real
Okay, I
critical
remember.
feedback here.
Okay, let's say everything's great.
You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try.
Apparently not.
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough,
Uh-huh.
I've compiled a new version.
Right,
To be
okay.
perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Okay. Okay.
Now,
Different.
would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Let's
Hey,
give him
I nearly forgot. I've
everything.
got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
This is the original one, Babbling Goat. I've been very, very kindly given
In this
£20.
game, the baby crawls
Okay.
left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice.
Okay.
But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't
So
you
there
give
is
it
a-
4
yeah,
hours
that's
of play
the-
to make sure it's effective. Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
4 hours later, yeah. How does anyone deal with this for 4 hours? literally play this for 4 hours? Are you fucking shitting me? Oh, fuck it. Burn, baby, burn. Burn, baby, burn! Disco Inferno!
This bastard.
I am.
Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Both.
Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see.
Oh, yeah, I remember this. No worries, Kale, thank you.
Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
But Burning Desire, see that ending? Maybe with the sound off. It'd have to be with the fucking sound off. Although saying that, I'd just get bored. I couldn't do that for 4 hours.
Well, Stanley, is this any better?
Could be a
At last,
Minecraft.
The one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
It says you don't have it on the table. Exactly right. How's it going, Rowan Rose? How you doing?
This will go here. No, here. And then...
What a lovely house you're making.
Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. Ah, but you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
Do you mind a spoiler for the 4-hour game? No. If it's to do with that specific ending with the 4-hour ending, then by all means, go wild. Go wild. The Vice Actor better have been paid a lot for this. Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%. Picked up my letter and booked an appointment for the next week. I'm hiding in my bedroom again. That is entirely fair, Rowan Rose. You take it nice and easy, you beautiful bean. You take it nice and easy.
Isn't it grand? Isn't
Yes.
it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining. Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
No.
Oh,
No lights.
No. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
After 2 hours, there's a second button with a dog, and you have to run between them. Jeez. After 2 hours? After 2 hours? Good Lord, he did. If anyone's going to know, Amelia Tyler is definitely going to know. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that, because I know that that isn't always a thing. I know that isn't always a thing. Non-binary superpowers, you cheeky devil.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Rowan Rose, come here, cheeky devil. What do you like, claiming cheeky kisses, you cheeky individual?
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley.
Yes.
Your forte.
I love this shit.
Genius.
Love this shit. Give it to me. Give me the...
Actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games. And I...
Bye! Okay. So... I've got no light, so I need to be very careful around these parts. Because I can easily fall down even further, which is what happened last time. This is what I was so intrigued by the last time. Because this is like... Can't see a fucking thing. Okay. That looks like an edge there. We can see a... Whoa. No, no, not exactly what I didn't want to do. Fuck. I'm guessing this is another one of those liminal spaces that eventually leads to... Oh, wait. 423. Hello. I think you're supposed to fall. That's... Yeah, I think there was a limited amount of what I could do there. Oh. That was where we went before. That was our office. So what happens if we try and go to the boss's room? Now you're thinking with parables? Excuse me?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's got
I've got a time limit?
down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll
I
understand
have
soon what I
questions.
was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close.
Filthy, I
then
tell
I'll be
you.
back.
Filthy.
They're just cleaning each other. They're just cleaning each other, damn it!
Very soon. I can wait.
I have many questions. Okay, genuine question. Genuine question. Get rid of my donut for a second. Genuine question. Thank you very much for the bits, Kazamushi, cheeky devil. Is there more than one ending in that specific section? Is there more than one ending in that specific section? In the portal section? Because that felt like it was a timer, and therefore I'd just be wandering around. Don't think so. Okay. Stanley Parables, so you are thinking with parables rather than portals? I mean, that is fair. That is
All
fair.
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Yeah,
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Next
Perhaps he had
time.
simply missed a memo.
The end is never the
No
end is
matter
never
how
the end.
hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Kit Angel Arts, you beautiful individual. You missed the genuine question whether there was more than one ending in the portal section. The end is never the end is never the end is never the end is never. Definitely more paper around. Where's our extra dude? There was an extra dude. You know?
When Stanley came to
Oh,
a
shit.
set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
But there was an extra person. Earlier. I have so many questions. But that's where we're going to have to leave it.